How strong is Son Goku? Goku has to be one of the most controversial characters when it comes to scaling, with people saying that he isn't even universal all the way to him being outer. But both of these takes are ridiculous, and I'll explain why that is, and I'll also be scaling Goku myself at the end of the video. So let's start out with the ridiculous lowballing. In Dragon Ball Super, it's made very clear that Goku and Beerus are going to destroy Universe 7. People try and debunk this by saying that Beerus is the one creating the shockwaves, and so he is the one that actually scales to it. However, this is ignoring the fact that Goku at the end of Super surpasses Beerus, which means he would scale to Beerus either way. And we know for a fact that Goku in his fight with Beerus does scale to the destruction of Universe 7, and this is because while in base, Goku overpowered a ball of ki more powerful than any other attack up until that point, which includes this ball of ki. This means that Goku does undeniably scale to the destruction of Universe 7. What that truly means for his scaling is something I'll get to later, but something that it doesn't mean is that Goku is outer. The argument goes that the afterlife transcends the concepts of space and time, according to this databook. But this is completely fake. The databook used says nothing about the concept of space and time, and there really isn't anything else to it, it's just a fake translation. I've seen another argument for Goku being outer because Toriyama said his transformations like unquantifiable or something like that, which means they are beyond mathematics, but like no, they are very quantifiable, and if you want to know why, you can watch this video on my TikTok. Now, before I go on to my scale, I would just like to go over a common speed debunk I, for some reason, still see, and that is the infamous Dispo is only slightly faster than light argument. The first problem with this is that it's stated that Dispo surpassed the speed of light, which doesn't tell us anything about how much faster he is. For all we know, he could be a Googleoplex times faster than light. The other problem is that the speed of light in Dragon Ball is obviously much faster than it is in real life. Why? Well, because when Beerus destroyed a planet at the start of Super, we see the light from the explosion reach the Earth in just a few hours at most. If we say the planet is in the closest solar system to us, and it took the light from the explosion 10 hours to reach us, the light would still have to be traveling at a bare minimum 4,200 times faster than light. But the planet Beerus destroyed is more likely in another galaxy, which would get the speed of light in Dragon Ball to tens of millions of times faster than the speed of light in our world. Now, I've babbled on for long enough. Let's get to why you clicked on this video. How strong is Goku? To scale Goku, we first need to understand the cosmology of the Dragon Ball multiverse. Starting with Universe 7. Universe 7 is a realm made up of at least 4 different realms. The living world, the afterlife, the time chamber, and the Kaioshin realm. Each of these realms are separated into their own space-time, and the most important of these realms is the afterlife. This is because it's referred to as a world that dimensionally transcends the living world. If you don't know what dimensional tiering is, or how it works, I would suggest you go watch this video by Surfbone, because to understand what I'm talking about, it's kind of important that you understand it. So go watch it. I'll wait. Okay, you back? Good. Now, seeing as the afterlife transcends the living universe, which is a space-time or a 4th dimensional world, this would mean the afterlife is 5th dimensional, and for Goku to be able to destroy it, it would make him low complex multiversal. Universe 7 being 5D is also backed up by Gogeta and Broly being able to break into super dimensions or higher dimensional spaces. Later on, Goku is able to beat Jiren, who is stronger than Infinite Zamasu, someone who fused with the timeline itself. The reason why this is so impressive is because realms like the afterlife are part of the timeline, and for higher dimensional realms to be part of a timeline, it would mean the timeline itself has to have at least one or more cardinal directions than what's part of it. This would mean that the Dragon Ball timeline is at least 6D, and for Goku to be stronger than someone who became one with the timeline, it would scale him to 6D or low complex multi. When it comes to speed, we can use 3 different ways of estimating it. The first one is base Goku at the end of his fight with Beerus scaling to the shockwaves generated from their clashes. Shockwaves that traveled 9 quintillion times faster than the speed of light. Super Saiyan Blue times 20 is an 800 million times multiplier, and so it would make Goku at least 7 octillion times faster than the speed of light. The second way of finding his speed is by using the same feat, but instead of saying the living world is the size of our universe, we instead say it's infinite, something that has been backed up multiple times in different databooks. And this would get Goku to infinite speed. And the final way of finding his speed is by using this statement where it said that Goku forced his way through time, which would mean he would be moving faster than time itself, which would give him immeasurable speed. However, this is very iffy, since it could also be argued that Goku was just breaking through Hit's ability by overpowering it, which wouldn't scale to his speed. So Goku is definitely very strong, scaling to 60 or low complex multiversal with MFTL plus infinite or immeasurable speeds.